So it's been announced Canelo Alvarez will fight Danny Jacobs on the 4th of May, Cinco de Mayo weekend. I believe it's going to be the T-Mobile Arena. Now, don't quote me on that, but I believe I seen it was going to be the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Very good fight. Very, very, very good fight. Very dangerous fight for Canelo. Very dangerous fight for Danny Jacobs too. Boy, I'm looking forward to this fight. I think this is a very interesting fight. And I say that because Danny Jacobs, from a stylistic point of view, will give Canelo a lot more problems than a Fielding did. Because because Danny Jacobs, albeit he's not as tall as Fielding, I think Fielding's 6'2", and Fielding's probably a bit bigger than Danny Jacobs, probably a good bit bigger actually, to be fair. I think that Danny Jacobs is way more athletic. He's got long arms, he can punch, and he's not going to stand forward and try and trade with Canelo and leave himself a sitting duck for body shots and headshots. No way. Danny Jacobs will switch it. He can switch it. He'll get on his bike, I think, for a little bit, and he'll move around the ring. He's got some good legs, Danny Jacobs. He'll use them to good effect. Danny Jacobs, I would think he's maybe, if he's not if he's not bigger than Canelo, it's not a massive difference. So Canelo's going to be maybe the smaller man in this fight. Well, he's going to be the small man anyway, but I think physically he might be the smaller man. And in terms of punching power, I would say Danny Jacobs might even have the edge on this. Canelo's a good puncher, but that Jacobs can crack too. I mean, Golovkin definitely respected Jacobs' power in the first fight. Respected Canelo's too. But I think Jacobs he would not necessarily put Golovkin in his place with his punching power, but I think Golovkin, it really made him, take a step back and really think about everything when he fought Danny Jacobs back in 2017. Canelo, on the other hand, Canelo was very talented. Canelo is a fantastic fighter. He's lethal with them body shots. He's a good combination puncher. And Danny Jacobs, for all the good things he has, and he's a very, very good fighter, his chin does leave a few questions. And do I think Canelo Alvarez hits hard enough to knock out Danny Jacobs? Sergio Mora dropped Danny Jacobs. I think Canelo can definitely hurt and stop Danny Jacobs if he lands and if he can get them shots going. Even to the body, I think Canelo has the power to really, really, really trouble Danny Jacobs. Now, this fight is very interesting because stylistically, Danny Jacobs, as I said, he really isn't good for Canelo. Now, Canelo, he doesn't really like these big boxers, and what I mean by big boxers, guys who are slick, guys who are going to give mangles, and guys who are going to use their legs to good effect like a Mayweather. I'm not saying that Danny Jacobs is anywhere near as good as a Mayweather, no. But Danny Jacobs is taller than Mayweather. I think he probably has a longer reach than Mayweather, and he probably hits a bit harder. Canelo, though, to be fair, has improved so massively since he fought Mayweather back, nearly 6 years ago now. So it's going to be a tough fight, and Canelo has the experience of being in there with southpaws, tricky slick southpaws like your Lara. He's been 24 rounds with Golovkin. And Golovkin's a big puncher too. So Canelo, I don't think there'll be anything that Jacobs will do that will shock Canelo. So I really do think it's going to be an interesting fight. I think Canelo, he's going to use his size to good effect. He's going to get them combinations going. And I think that's something that I don't think Golovkin did enough of. He didn't throw enough combinations to Jacobs in their fight. I think he really tried to kind of box with Jacobs, and I think Jacobs was the better boxer in that fight. And yeah, I think Canelo is going to be, looking to apply some pressure. He could probably do Mexican style, like he did with Golovkin, which worked very well. Canelo's a very good counter-puncher. He's improved as a counter-puncher. And he's very sneaky. He's great at, letting the feints go or feinting the jab and coming up with a left hook, which we saw in the Golovkin fight, the second fight, he was doing that. So I think this is going to be a very interesting fight. Who do I think will win this fight? I think that Canelo will win whether he deserves it or not. I think Canelo will win it probably on points, and whether he deserves it or not, he'll win this fight. Because I think Danny Jacobs stylistically can give Canelo a world of problems. But Canelo Alvarez, he gets very, very favourable decisions from judges and officials. And I think that unless Danny Jacobs drops Canelo a couple of times and beats him from pillar to post, he's going to struggle to get a decision on Cinco de Mayo weekend. He is really going to struggle to get a decision. And if it is in Las Vegas, I think it makes it even tougher. So as good as Danny Jacobs is, and if this fight was fair officiating, I might even take a stab in the dark and pick him. But I just think, given Canelo's track history, given everything, I think there's only one outcome in this fight, which is a Canelo Alvarez win. But it'd be interesting to see. It's going to be a fantastic fight. It's on Dazn. I mean, that's a great result for Dazn. I mean, that is a proper competitive 2 world level middleweights fighting. It's a fantastic fight. Dazn are bringing quality boxing. They really truly are. We're going to see more fights. We've already seen some not good cards. We've seen some decent cards. They have stars like Canelo. They have guys like Danny Jacobs who signed the 3-fight deal with Dazn. I've heard rumours that Sorin Visai, the super flyweight champion, who I think would make a great addition to the zone, because I think that he has pulling power, serious pulling power, that guy. Because he's got a very style friendly kind of style, crowd friendly style, I should say, crowd friendly style. And I think, there's a lot of good fighters who could join the zone. So I think the zone, it's going from strength to strength, which is a good thing. And it's bringing good fights to the US and to the UK, because we get them on Sky. So yeah, it's definitely a good thing, the zone, and this is another example. This is a great fight. I'm looking forward to it, and definitely be looking forward to this fight, May the 4th. I can't wait for this fight. It's going to be great. And my pick for this fight so far, unless I might change my mind, but I think I'm going to go for Canelo to win on points, whether he deserves it or not. Not to rule out a stoppage. He could possibly stop Jacobs. Canelo's shown a very good chin. He's got very good defense, so I think it'd be a job for Jacobs to try and stop Canelo. It could happen. Jacobs is a big puncher. But I think if there's a stoppage in this fight, it'd be more likely Canelo, I think, stopping Jacobs, as opposed to Jacobs stopping Canelo. So those are my thoughts on this fight. Yeah, feel free to leave yours down below. And I always love seeing what people say. And feel free to leave your thoughts down below. And I'll talk to you after.